Hi, I'm John Martin, and I serve as president of the Little Stony Point Citizens Association. And we are an all-friends volunteers group dedicated to promoting the safe access to Little Stony Point section of the Hudson Highlands State Park Preserve. Founded by Pete Seeger and local community members in 1984, it was the first friends group to New York State parks. And I'm standing before the newly constructed Volunteer Center, where thanks to the Parks and Trails Partnership and PTNY's significant support over the last 5 years, we have been able to add increased programming and host our events here at the park.
Hi, I'm Fred Martin, past president of Little Stony Point Citizens Association and our primary grant writer. This is our volunteer center. It was an extremely ambitious project. It started in 2016 with a grant to PTNY and resulted in our first grant of $50,000 toward the construction of this building. Our earlier attempts to get grants for this work were not successful. They were the CFA grants, which were very complex actually and kind of hard for a small volunteer group like us to fill out and actually be successful. But PTNY staff guided us through their streamlined yet still diligent grant process, and we couldn't be more grateful for their enthusiastic assistance. In each year since, we've applied for additional grant funds to build out the center. We added a bathroom, electric, cooling, heating, as well as multimedia capabilities. In all, we've received $121,975 via these grant processes through the Parks and Trails Partnership and with the help of PTNY. Our matching funds have averaged 30 to 40% of the total project cost in each grant. So we really tried to help make the state dollars go a lot further, and I think we were successful at that. With PTNY's grants and our volunteer organizing activities here, we were able to assist the park staff at Little Stony Point to reclaim this part of the park, which had been completely overgrown with invasive species and was inaccessible to anyone. But as you can see now, we have an idyllic picnic area right next to the Volunteer Center, a great place to enjoy the events here at the Volunteer Center and have a beautiful overlook over the Hudson River. All this was made possible through the encouragement of PTNY and the state grant funds to make this all attainable. And through volunteer labor, working with the parks, we're proud of what we've accomplished here. It actually relieves a lot of the pressure of folks wanting to party and picnic on the beach. Instead, we have the picnic ground here, and that saves the ecology of the beach area, which is part of the park preserve. We're very proud of the Volunteer Center, actually, and one of the crowning moments was when first day hike this year, January 1st, Commissioner Kulisade kicked off the hike after the band had a rousing singing of Auld Lang Syne with the folks out gathered, hundreds of people gathered, and the commissioner kicked off the first day hike from this very porch, and we couldn't be more proud to have been part of that. And thanks to PTNY and the state grant funding processes for that.
Welcome to the Volunteer Center. Hi, my name's Kathleen McLean, and I am a volunteer here at Little Stony Point Citizens Association. The Volunteer Center supports our varied volunteer activities on site at the park, which welcomes the public's participation and over time increases mutual stewardship of this park. We use the center as an anchor location for organizing roadside cleanups and activities. It's where our scouts hold meetings. It's where we co-host Audubon lectures and field visits, and park staff gives lectures on forestry and wildlife. Last fall, we launched the Global Music Initiative with performers from Tunisia and Palestine and all over our own state. Here, we involve members of our local community as well as persons from nearby counties and New York City. Thousands of hikers will pass by here on a beautiful day en route to Breakneck Ridge or the Highlands. And the hikers come to know that the area is cared for and that we are present and welcoming, and it gives them a sense of stewardship.
I hope you come. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to be.